Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James, back from a ban again. Frankie James says in the chat, welcome home. Thank you, Frankie. I want everybody on the best behaviour tonight. We've got a corker coming up for you. As you can see, Betfred Super League, we are at the pointy end of the season. These games matter. Wigan need to win this to cement the place at the top of the league. They've got Hull KR hot on the heels. So we definitely need a result. When I say we, I do support Wigan, I've got to say. So Wigan do need a result tonight. However, you could argue Leeds need a result more than Wigan because they need to get into that top six. Currently got a minute silence going on. I think we all know what that's for. Rest in peace, young man. Right. Let's quickly go through the team lineups. We'll go with Leeds first of all. Good to see Billy Boston in the crowd there. Looking good. Leeds go with Fusitoa, Newman, Momirovski, Croft, Brawley, Oledzki, Ackers, Martin, Smith, McDonald, Sangari, Edgel, and Lum. Wigan go with Field, Miskey, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French, Smith, Havard, Farrell, Ellis, Thompson, Leeming, and Sember. On the bench, Byrne, Patrick Magor, Tyler Dupree, and Forber. Going to be Wigan to kick off, kicking from left to right. Smoke going across the stadium. We'll have some animations for you any second now. Leeds playing in white with the blue epaulets on the top of the sleeves. Wigan playing in cherry and white, as you would expect. Wigan kick to Leeds' left-hand side. Taken well. Driven back to the 10, nice and safely. Now they're driving centre field up to their own 20. Wigan trying to put the pressure on early, trying to keep Leeds penned in, as you would expect at this stage of the game. Let's get some crowd noise on there. You don't want to just listen to my voice. We'll get these animations up and running for you any second now. We've had a week off, or more actually, while we've had our ban. Kicking it on the 5th there. Leeds, right into the arms of Marshall. He's broken the first attack. He's went over the halfway line. Thinks about a pass to his outside to the left, then takes a tackle. Good starting position this for Wigan, right on halfway. Now, hopefully, we'll have the animations for you. It'll take me two shakes of a lamb's tail, as the saying goes. Wigan almost in there. That's knocked on though. That'll be a Leeds ball. Might just have a little bit of messing to do with this. Now we've got a Leeds scrum. It's centre field. Just outside their own 20 for Leeds. Yeah, they're desperate for a victory tonight, Leeds. They bring the ball away there, but just make 2 metres from the scrum, so nothing exciting from that. Wigan fans in good voice tonight, as you would expect. Leeds trying to come down that right-hand side. Still only up to the halfway line, though. Wrapped up by Nsemba and Wardle. Trying to push him over the sideline there, but manages to get to the ground. 5th tackle, it's going to be a kick. It's a high kick, though, rather than a long kick. And it's taken by French on his own 30. Passes it to Field. Field's over the halfway line, trying to break down the right-hand side. Tackled on Leeds zone 40. Now Leeds have been caught offside, so that'll be a penalty to Wigan. Kieran with the kick. He's not going to go for the 2. He's going to put it into touch and keep the pressure on now. I just thought in a game of this magnitude, he might have gone for 2, just to put the pressure on Leeds. But not so. Jade Ellis driving it right up the middle. He's about 8 metres out from Leeds line. Thompson straightens it up. He's about 3 metres out. 4 tackles gone. Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it to French. Missed pass there to Kieran. Kieran's driving to the line. Gets the ball away to Miski. Miski back inside to Liam Farrell. Farrell takes a tackle there. 5th tackle, 13 metres out for Wigan. They're trying to come down the left now with a little chip kick by Smith. Caught by Liam Marshall. Marshall's going into touch. He throws it back inside to Wardle, and Wardle grounds the ball. We'll just check this to see if it's gone into touch. I don't think he did. It wasn't a forward pass. They've got an on-field decision of a try. Lovely kick from Smith, a good take from Marshall, not under any pressure, but he was going out of play as he took the ball and was going to get tackled. So he laid it back inside. He laid it back inside where Jake Wardle was there in support. We're just seeing again now, Marshall's in play when he takes the ball. His foot's in play, he's in the air now, although he's out of play. It was Fusitoa who was going to put him into touch, but it went back over the Leeds player's head. Jake Wardle picked it up. He's in play and he grounds the ball before he's pushed into touch. That should be 4 on the board for Wigan. Yep. His foot was going towards the touchline, was Wardle's, but he lifted it up before it touched the line. So although he's well into touch, there's nothing touching the floor, and that'll be 4 on the board to Wigan early doors. Just what they needed. It is indeed a try. That'll be 4. 4 to Wigan. Just trying to get some of the stats up here, and it's all loading really slow. So apologies for that. I certainly want to know. Tonight, we will be telling you what scores are happening in the other games because you can't avoid it. And they do matter. Kieran puts the kick in, he just drifts it past the right hand post. So they'll stay Wigan 4, Leeds 0. Don't forget to use the live chat. Come say hello. I don't think YouTube will be publishing this video too much though, after a week's ban. Leeds get us back underway. Down Wigan's right hand side. It's a short kick. Brought back by Marshall up to Wigan's 20. Thompson. Makes about 8 metres there. Pretty central. Ethan Havard. Drives it into a white wall of Leeds defenders. Doesn't really make any ground there. Just over the 30. Leeming goes left to Nsemba up to the 40. Still going. Finally put down about 45 metres, just short of the halfway line. Leeming inside to Ellis. Ellis breaks the line. He's got 3 Wigan players in support. That's too easy for Wigan. And Bevan French will just drop in under the posts. Not good at all, that, to be honest, from Leeds. So Wigan off to a flying start here. And Leeds have not really come out of the locker room yet, I don't think. I don't think Kieran will make a... don't think he'll make a meal of this. I think Jimmy James would slot that one over. But it's not looking good for Leeds in respect of... they really do need the points from this game. Currently sitting in 7th place. It's not exactly... it's not ideal at all for Leeds. Kieran surveys the post. I don't know why. He may as well just be slotting this one over. Quick stride, over it goes. 2 more added to the board, giving Wigan an 8-0 lead. And not a good start. Not a good start at all from Leeds. Like I say, it looks like they're still in the changing rooms. Too easy for Wigan breaking the game line there. Leeds once again kick off. St Helens, oh my word, what are Leeds doing? St Helens 10, Castleford 0. And straight from the halfway and the kick off, Leeds put it out on the full. So it'll be head and feed to Wigan on the halfway line. Wigan are already up to Leeds' 20, down the left-hand side. Here Ellis drives it in, still going, looks for the offload there, keeps hold of it in the end. 10 minutes gone. Wigan 10, Leeds 0. Coming down the right hand side now, Wigan. Field trying to find a gap there, but he's wrapped up. He's about 5 metres short of Leeds' line. Lehman with it centre field. He plays a little pass there to Havard. Well tackled there though by 2 Leeds defenders. 5th tackle coming up. Bevan French is running across the line now to the right hand side. Puts a little chip kick in looking for Farrell. It's an unlucky bouncing away and Leeds bring it out to their own 10 metre line now. So they got away with one a little bit there, Leeds, but you make your own luck. Maybe that will snap them out of whatever was going on for this first 10 minutes because they've not been at the races at all. Up to their own 40 now, Leeds. That's the 5th tackle and still 5 metres short of the halfway line. They come down this left-hand side. Kick comes in, straight to Jay Field though, takes it on his 10. Little offload to Miski, who runs centre field. He's already up to the 30. That's a good starting position for Wigan once again. Centre field. Bevan French in at dummy half. A little offload to the left to Liam Marshall. Marshall makes about 5-6 metres there, still showing the scars on his forehead from his clash the other week with a teammate. Made a right mess of his forehead, but thankfully for him. He's playing without a headband on tonight. He kept getting pulled off last week anyway. Wigan just over the halfway line, 4 tackles gone, centre field. Thompson drives it over the 40. Smith with the ball, down the left-hand side. Chip into the corner. Leeds player waits for it. Marshall delays his tackle till the ball's in the player's hands and he's on the floor. Makes no ground there. Well played by Liam Marshall. Didn't go in too quickly for the tackle. 2 tackles gone. Leeds have gone nowhere. They're still about 8 metres out. Now they're about 12 metres out now. 3 tackles gone though. It's just little things like that. An easy pass to the left and the player had to jump for it. And as soon as he had to jump to take the ball, he loses all momentum. He's tackled easily. And they've gone 11 metres so far. And this is the 5th tackle. They're going to be kicking from deep inside their own half here. And under pressure. Now they're going to have to run. Does well, the Leeds player. Runs, but with a kick centre field right into the arms of Jay Field. Takes it on his own 30. He's almost up to the halfway line. And once again, Wigan have a good starting position for this next set of 6. Farrell over the 40. Another set of 6 now for Wigan. And once again, Ethan Havard with almost breaks the line. And Jay Field almost breaks the line. Last ditch tackles this by Leeds. They're up to the 10 metre line in Leeds half. Thompson driving for the line. He's going to be held up just inches short. And that's only the 3rd tackle. Now they're looking to come down the left-hand side. Smith, missed pass there. Field out to Marshall. Marshall's got to jump. Little kick inside, but he put his foot in touch. He put his foot into touch. He's asking the referee to check it. The linesman put his flag up straight away there. It did look like he put his foot on the line. He put a little chip kick in and went for it himself and grounded the ball. But the linesman there, the linesman had a perfect view. It's almost like he had a little magnifying glass and he was spot on as well. So unlucky there, Marshall. But the linesman was right, and it'll be Leeds starting on their own 10. First tackle's gone and they've made about a metre. So this tonight, this will be the final game of the season. And Leeds in 20, they need St Helens to slip up. Leeds are on level points with St Helens, both on 28 points. But there's a 30-point difference in St Helens' favour. So Catalan, they're not going to be going through. Because even if they would need St Helens and Leeds to lose. Although that wouldn't make a difference because their points difference is poor, really. So it looks like yeah, if Wigan win, that's them the guaranteed winning the league. But Leeds, really, they need St Helens to trip up against Castleford, and they need a victory because they're 30-odd points behind St Helens in, with points difference. And the way they've come out tonight, I can't see them getting anything from this game so far. They've not played well at all. For the first 10 minutes, they were awful. So there's been no fire from them. Wigan have broke the line on 3-4 occasions with ease. And that's not what you expect from a Leeds team. I mean, the ball comes loose there. Referee says it's gone backwards, so it's Leeds still in possession on their own 40, down the right-hand side. 4 tackles gone. They're trying to spread it out left now, but they're going nowhere there. They've just lost ground, wrapped up by Havard, Kieran. It's just all too easy, this, for Wigan at the minute. Kick comes in. Field will take that 25 metres out. He's running pretty central there. Runs into a brick wall, though. And that doesn't make any ground there, really. But he keeps the ball safe, and that's what matters. 3 tackles gone. And Sember over the halfway line. Up to Leeds' 40. Centre field. Sangari finally puts him down. Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it to the right-hand side. Ellis looking for the offload but thinks against it. Goes to ground. 30 metres out. Centre field. Kick from Smith down the left-hand side. Wigan aren't competing for it. They're just waiting for the Leeds player to come down. Now they're going to try and drag him into touch. He finally gets to the floor, though, about a metre short of the sideline. Wigan looked offside there. They got away with that one, though. Leeds 3 tackles gone, and they're still at their own 20. They cannot get out of their own half, Leeds. Fourth tackle, little offload there from Leeds, so that they'll get towards the halfway line now. Farrell and Ellis with a tackle. So they'll now they're coming down the left-hand side. I thought they were going to run it all the way then, and a poor kick comes in again though. When Miski picks that ball up, he'll be starting on his own 25 metres. They had the chance there, Leeds, to put a meaningful kick in, and it looked like they were a little bit devoid of ideas as to who was going to actually put the kick in. And eventually, it was just a chip over the top that went straight into the arms of Abbas Miski. OKR, they are beating Leeds by 4 points to 0. Doesn't matter what Hull KR do, as long as if Wigan win, Wigan will be winning the league. And ultimately, if Wigan don't win and Hull KR do, regardless of score really, Hull KR will be level on points with Wigan, but the points difference is so much superior to Wigan. They would be taking the league title on points scored. Oh, what a Leeds again. They had the ball there. They thought they kept it fortuitously, really, because they were going down the right-hand side once they took possession. Almost got pushed into touch, threw the ball blindly back inside, and luckily it went to a Leeds player. It was close as well, and it was Fussy Tua who finally dropped on the ball. 3 tackles gone. Leeds centre field up to their own 40. Now they try to come down the right-hand side. Eventually, they finally get over the halfway line. Offload inside. Well, play on there. That'll be another 6 as well to Leeds. Finally, they've sparked into life. Well, why was that not another set of 6? Should have been. They're still in possession. Centre field, 10 metres out. Puts a grubber kick in. Puts a grubber kick in that hits Marshall. Deflects back to a Leeds player. Leeds player knocks it on. But I don't understand why the referee didn't give Leeds. I mean, I'm glad, but I don't understand why he didn't give Leeds another set of 6, because it ricocheted off a Wigan player that was definitely played at. So not only are Leeds playing poorly up to now, they're not getting the rub of the green either. But by the by, at least that's a little bit more like Leeds in that last 2 or 3 minutes. So from that scrum, Havard brings it away. He's about 15 metres out. Centre field, Lehman in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Farrell. Farrell one out rugby here over the 20, about 22 metres out. Lehman can go left or right here. He goes left into Ellis. Ellis is looking for the offload. Yeah, he's wrapped up. He's already had 1 or 2 line breaks, Ellis, already. So Leeds need to be aware of that. Tyler Dupree's on the pitch. Head down, in he goes. Kick comes on the forward from Lehman. So Leeds in possession on their own. Decent starting place this for Leeds now on their own 30. Down this left-hand side. Over their own 40. 3 tackles gone. What can they do this time? Ackers to the right-hand side. He's in at dummy half. Now they're over the halfway line. Bentley makes a little bit of ground there, straight away. Going to the right-hand side now. Almost a line break there by Leeds. Tackled by Nsembre and finished off by Smith. Up to Wigan's 20. Final tackle. Down the right-hand side. Now they're coming central. Little chip kick through. Jay Field runs across, picks it up. Now he's looking to... He goes round the back of Kieran. He was tackled and he wasn't going to go down there. It probably did him a favour getting tackled, because I think he would have had to have blown his whistle there, the referee, for obstruction. Not needed though. Marshall drives it forward. To Tyler Dupree. Takes it on the 20. Drives it up about 25 metres out. Thompson over the 30. Keeps going. Makes another couple of metres. Referee calls held. Smith on the 5th, puts a kick in down Wigan's left. Doesn't find touch though. I think that was Newman who brought that back. Oh, brought that back and the ball squirted out. No, the referee said it was a steal by Wigan. It squirted out like it was a bar of soap. So was it maybe? It's hard to tell from that angle. It doesn't matter anyway. The referee says it was stolen by Wigan. There's 4 players in the tackle, so Leeds will be starting 35 metres out down the right-hand side. Get us back underway. Centre field now. Over their own 40. They'll be looking to get something going on the front foot because there's been very little so far. They're up to the halfway line. Oledzki with a good drive there. Smith up to Wigan's 40. St Helens 14, Castleford 0. So it looks like regardless of what Leeds do here tonight, St Helens will be making it into that top 6. Frankie James, absolutely love the new background. Thank you, Frankie. It's all my own work. Croft with a hit. It must have been a knock-on by somebody, and the referee, I don't think he knew by who, so he's just let play go on. And Wigan are bringing it out. They're not getting very far though, right under their own post. Bevan French in at dummy half, spreads it out to Miskey. Miskey's up to the 10 metres now. Oh, it was knocked backwards by Farrell and then knocked backwards by Field. And Marshall brings it forward now. He's only up to about 11 metres out. Now Byrne up to the 20. But this is 5 tackles gone for Wigan, so they're going to be kicking from their own 20 with Smith. He puts a long kick in. Good kick there. It's just stopped literally on Leeds' 20-metre line, centre field. Brought back by... Is it Edgell? I couldn't see who it was. Either way, Leeds are starting in a good position now. They're almost up to halfway. 2 tackles gone. Now they're over the halfway line. And Sember with a good tackle there. Finished off by Leeming. 40 metres out. Coming down the right-hand side now, Leeds. They've got a man over there. But by the time the pass gets to him, there's Wigan players across. And Sember with the first tackle. Smith finishing it off. 4 tackles gone. Centre field. Bassey to it. They're coming down the left-hand side now. A little chip kick in. Up into the air by... It was... I don't know what the referee's going to give you. It's going to be... I thought it was knocked on by Miskey. Oh no, what it was, Miskey caught it, then it was knocked out of his hands by Newman. And that's what the referee's deemed as a knock-on. So it's a Wigan ball, turnover. Kieran is about 12 metres out now. Down the right-hand side. Marshall, up to the 20. Into Wardle. Wardle, about 32 metres out now. Leeming in at dummy half. Picks it up one-handed. Goes down the right-hand side to Byrne. He didn't have any momentum, really, but he's using his strength to get him up to about 45 metres out. Coming down the right-hand side, French. Across to Kieran. Kieran almost up to Leeds 40. Takes a tackle. That'll be the 5th tackle coming up now. So, Leeming in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Harry Smith. High kick, back down the right-hand side. And Edgell takes it well. Doesn't make any ground though. He's wrapped up by Miskey and Farrell. So Leeds will be starting on their own 20. Centre field. No ground to be made there. Wigan out of the line quick. What a hit by Dupree. He needs to be careful doing that because he stuck his arm out and caught the, say, across the chest. Any higher though, you know what the referees are like. You'll either be in the bin or it could be worse. And that's not what Wigan need when they've got a comfortable lead at the minute of 10 points to 0 over Leeds. Fifth tackle gone. Leeds up to halfway. Croft puts a little chip kick in over the top. Marshall gets the ball for Wigan. Leeds want are appealing for an obstruction. Referee's not interested. It's Jay Field on the ball. 25 metres out from his own line. Pretty central. Smith's in at dummy half. Spreads it right to French. French tries to take it on his own, but he's wrapped up there. Thought he saw a gap. It soon disappeared. And now Miskey up to Wigan's 40. Forber's come on. Almost a break there by Wigan. Smith in at dummy half on the fifth tackle. Has a little run. Then puts a kick through right onto the goal line for Leeds. Edgehill picks it up. Lee 0, Hull KR 10. Doesn't really matter because as long as Wigan win, Hull will be 2 points behind Wigan. Should it be level, that's a problem for Wigan because Hull KR have got a far superior points difference. I'm not sure what the referee's given a forward pass there. It looked tight. Ah, it was, yeah. It was O'Connor. It was just forward, but just is enough, as the saying goes. 32.5 minutes gone. Wigan 10, Leeds 0. Leeds have been pretty poor this first half. Just a couple of glimpses of what they can do, but they've not been fantastic, I've got to say. Forber goes to the left to Smith from the scrum. Oh, he almost breaks the line again there, Smith. Just ducked under the tackle. But Fussy Tua managed to get a hold of him. Tyler Dupree up to Leeds 10. Centre field. Forber. Little layoff there to Ellis. Ellis is trying to drive it to the line. He's about a metre short. Right under the post. Forber tries to go to the left, then thinks about jinking through a little gap that's not there, so he makes no ground. Just wastes a tackle, really. Leeds pushing offside there. And Sember got the ball, but there was a couple of Leeds players right in his face. Forber now spreads it right. Fifth tackle. Smith thinks about a kick, doesn't. Keeps it coming right now to French. French drifts a pass out to Miskey. Miskey comes back in field. Miskey puts a little kick through, but it's cleared by Edgehill. Edgehill brings it out. And then French absolutely nails him. And Leeds will be starting again. Good defensive set there from Leeds. Let's see if they can make any ground or no, because they've not made too much ground so far. They're up to their own 20 now, pretty central. Forber and Havard with the tackle. Wigan pushing offsides there, but the referee's not giving it, so they'll keep doing it, I guess. As will Leeds, until the referee gets fed up. They're about 35 metres out, Leeds. Fifth tackle. Kick's going to come in. Down Wigan's kind of left. Straight into the arms of Jay Field, though. He's running across the field now, looking for a gap. He'll be starting about 35 metres out for Wigan, pretty central. Inside to Miskey. Miskey's wrapped up straight away. Managed to get an offload there to French, though. French with another pass to Marshall. Marshall scrambles his way back to where the initial handoff came from. So Wigan just getting over their own 40 now. Wardle pushing towards halfway. 3 tackles gone. Forber in at dummy half. Right to Smith. Keeps it coming down this right-hand side. French. Dummies the pass. Now he lets one go to Kieran on the outside. Back inside. Back inside. I couldn't see it was 2, but they were tackled anyway. So the 4th tackle, Smith put a chip kick in towards Marshall. That'll go out though. And it'll be... Yeah, it didn't go out on the full. It'll be Leeds in possession. Good scrambling defence there by Leeds. Wigan are just out muscling Leeds at the minute, and this is not what I expected, to be honest, because when these two teams played earlier in the season, Leeds absolutely out-muscled Wigan. Give Wigan a right good hiding. It's not been the case tonight, though, that's for sure. Still at their own 20-metre line, Leeds. Trying to come down the right-hand side now. Referee, oh, blimey. It looked like a knock-on, but it went backwards. But then someone went to pick the ball up and did knock it on in the tackle. So it's Wigan in possession now. Momirovski it was with who lost the ball in the tackle with the knock-on. So Tyler Dupree drives it in centre field. He's about 25 out. And Byrne almost up to Leeds 20 there. Forber in at dummy half. He's going to go left. He does indeed. French. Miss pass. Smith. Jayfield. Wardle. Marshall. In. Too easy for Wigan, that. It was, in fair play, it was good handling from Wigan and it was a good try. But Leeds will be disappointed there with the defence again. It was just 2 missed passes, and Wardle finished off the... Just watching it again, I think it was a one-handed pass. Yeah, he sucked the winger in. One-handed pass there to Marshall, who just trotted over the line and put the ball down. He won't score any easier try. And once again, the Wigan fans are in fine voice. It'll be 14 points to zip for Wigan with the conversion to come. It'll be a difficult conversion if it's Kieran who's going to take it, because it's right on the touchline down the left-hand side, and with him being a left footer, it'll be a tricky one for him. He had one from a similar position earlier that he just drifted across the post. So whether he will take this, or I can't see who's going to take it. Maybe is Smith going to have a go? I wouldn't have thought so. He's done pretty well kicking this season when he's taken over, has Adam Kieran. Just having a look at a close-up at Marshall there. That's a lovely scar he's got on the front of his head. Yeah, it is going to be Kieran with the kick. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell. And if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. Apologies for the ban that we got for the last 7-8 days. Thank you to Amazon. Lovely people, you used to have enough money. But by the by, we have appealed it, but by the time you get a reply, your ban is over. And this time, once again, just drifts past the right-hand post by a coat of paint. So it remains Wigan 14, Leeds 0. Wigan need to... it'd be nice... Well, there's not going to be another score now. I wouldn't have thought by Wigan before half-time. We're at 34 39 minutes gone. But Wigan won't play as bad as this in the second half, I'm pretty sure. So if Wigan can come out in the second half, they'll need the same intensity, or even up the intensity, because Leeds will come out and have a right go at Wigan. They won't play as bad as this in the second half. So there's 30 seconds to go. Forber in at dummy half. Wigan up to their own 30. Smith almost breaks the line again there. It's been a real problem for Leeds, this, in the first half. Forber, good run again there over the halfway line. 4 tackles gone. Wardle in at dummy half. Spreads it to the right-hand side. They're saying it was a little knock-on. Yeah, it was a little knock-on. It doesn't matter now. That's going to be half-time. Forber shakes his head. And there we have the half-time hooter. Wigan 14, Leeds 0. Just what Wigan need at this point. Not what Leeds need, but then again, they also need St Helens to lose at Castleford, and that's also going against them at half-time, with St Helens winning there. Hull KR are winning the last I saw. I think it was Hull KR 4, Lee 0. And if, regardless whether Hull KR win or not, if Wigan win this, it is irrelevant. If Wigan do lose this and Hull KR win, both teams will be level on points, but Hull KR's points difference is so far superior to Wigan's, they would win the league leaders trophy, or whatever it's called now. So yeah, and also don't forget, come and say hello in the chat. It's only me and I think Frankie James, she was in there earlier. I think YouTube might well be holding back. May well be holding back the stream today. Let's just turn that noise down a little bit while we have a break for half time. Yeah, they always do that after a ban. They tend to hold back on putting the stream out there. It's almost like you've been a naughty boy, so a naughty boy. My next big birthday will be my 60th. A naughty boy. In YouTube's bad books. Oh, because of Amazon again. But there you go. These things are sent to try us. And anyone who didn't know, if you wanted to watch this game live tonight, it is on free-to-air with certain bookmakers. I know Bet365 are showing it. If you've got a funded account there, you can watch the entertainment. I think they're also showing Lee. In fact, they are. There was one of them that they weren't showing live. I can't remember which game it was. But never mind. Thought Empire Maker would have been in tonight. Let's just go and try and find out what the other scores were. It's half-time in both the other games as well. So it's Hull KR 10, Lee still to get on the scoreboard. St Helens 14, Castleford 4. So that's not a dead rubber, that, but I would expect St Helens to hold on to that at home. And obviously we've got Wigan 14. Leeds still to get off the mark. In case you joined us late, I'll go through the lineups quickly for you. In fact, I won't go through them quickly because we're not exactly in a rush, are we? We're just on a half-time break. So Leeds went with Fusitua, Newman, Momirovski. He's played all right. He's had a knock-on he could have done without, but no harm done for him, fortunately. Brodie Croft, Frawley, Beletsky, Ackers, Martin, Smith, McDonnell, Sangari, Edgill, and Lum. Edgill's had a decent game. And on the bench, they had Bentley, O'Connor, Lizone, Donaldson, and Nicholson-Watton. Wigan went with Field, Miskey, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French, Smith, Havard, Farrell, Ellis, Thompson, Leeman, and Nsemba. And on the bench, they had Byrne, Mago, Dupree, Walters, and Forber. I've not seen Walters in that first half. I've not seen Mago either. Although the last time we saw Mago was when he played, when Wigan played against Hull KR. I think it was Hull KR. Came on for, what was it, 18 minutes or something like that and got man of the match. It was a dodgy match, that, you know, for Wigan. Because I've got to say, for me, Hull KR looked the better team. They just did. And I think they shot themselves in the foot a little bit when they were getting players put into the sin bin. Which is all part of the game, you know, you've got to keep your players on the pitch. That's what it's all about. I think we're gonna have one sin bin. I think it might have been Cade Ellis. I'm going from memory now. But yeah, it was a vital 2 points that Wigan took off Hull KR, because tonight would have been a different kettle of fish, really, because Wigan wouldn't have had the title in their own hands, because Hull KR's points difference is far superior to Wigan. So it was a good... You could tell how much it meant to the players. They knew what was at stake. And I don't think... Like I said, this game isn't done and dusted, because when it's only 14 against Leeds, Leeds will not play as bad as that in this second half. They came out, and I think it was the first 10, 11, 12 minutes. They were awful. It's like they froze. You know, Wigan were breaking the line and Leeds just couldn't get out of their own way. They were kicking constantly on the fifth tackle from like their own 20 metre, their own 30 metre. And Wigan were starting with fantastic field position on the sets of 6. And yeah, Leeds were just not at the races. There was one nice little break they got from Ackers, and then Bentley came into the fold, and that sort of fired them up a little bit. But even so, some of the mistakes they were making with the knock-ons, and, you know, Momirovski, they just got away with one mistake that they'd made where the ball went backwards, where it was dropped. and he picks the ball up and then goes into the tackle and knocks on. Can't afford to do that against Wigan, especially when you're down. I think at that time they were losing 10-0. And there's been a couple of opportunities where Wigan could have increased the lead as well. But they've been pretty deadly when they have had that chance. And Marshall, down this left-hand side, he had one of the easiest tries he'll ever take with a little pass out of the side, one-handed by Jake Wardle. Picked it up, dropped over the line. You know, it's not the Leeds that we know. It's certainly not the Leeds of the past. But everybody goes through phases. But where is the Leeds side that played Wigan earlier in the year when they literally they bullied Wigan, and that's not been the case today. There's just watching little Mikey Lewis there scrambling his way to the try line against Lee. He was a little bit lucky there. I mean, they give him the try, but it looked to me like he was tackled when he was on the floor, or a player had hands on him while he was on the floor. Either way, it was a try. Just looking at the lead now. Do you know what's strange about this? They'll play 26. They play 26 games. And there's 12 teams in the league. So in other words, that's 11 opponents. You play them twice. So where did the other 4 games come in? If you know, let me know in the chat. I can't suss that one out. There is a reason, but I can't for the life of me think what it is. We'll be getting back underway in a couple of minutes or so. We've also got cricket being played tonight as well. England playing Australia in the second of the T20 internationals. We would have covered the first one the other night, but we were still serving our ban, so we weren't able to do so. And what I'll be doing is watching it when the rugby finishes, I think. Just have a quick flick over. If anyone wanted to watch this rugby live, by the way, there's certain bookmakers that are showing it if you've got a funded account. I know Bet365 are, I think Unibet are. I can't think who else. There was some others. I think Bet at Home might have been one. So yeah, if you don't want to listen to Jimmy, then get yourself over there and watch the action live. Or do the two. If you want Jimmy's commentary and watch the match as well, feel free to do so. Also, come and let us know in the chat what you're thinking. There's a few people who I thought might have been in tonight who aren't. Although, to be honest, I think the reach of this live stream might be being a little bit restricted. But there you go. That's YouTube for you. We'll keep going. We'll just have to lay off the cricket for a while. Don't you just love YouTube? And Amazon. Ooh, what's this? So looks like it could be a good film or a good series being put on there. Who's this? What's she called? The woman who was in. The woman who was in. Oh, what's her name? To say my memory is I'm getting older is shocking. Kate Winslet. She was in Titanic, wasn't she? A woman who was a photographer in the war. World War II. Sky Original. Kate Winslet, yeah. Coming soon. Sky Cinema 2024. That looks good. So if you got Sky Cinema, keep your eye out. So I think tomorrow as well, I think the football's back up and running, isn't it? So join us tomorrow afternoon because we will have our football focused. We'll have all the scores and scorers as they happen. I used to like watching Jeff Stelling on a Saturday afternoon. I put my bet on, sit there and watch it lose. Can't understand why it's never come up. I always put on £1, an accumulator, all through the UK football, pick 16, 17 games, over 2.5 goals, around even money-ish, and if it comes up, it's about 120, 130,000, something like that, which is not to be sniffed at. We've come close a few times as well. We've had a few decent early payout offers that we've never took, but I always think if you're going to win the big one, you're going to have to be brave, aren't you? It's not till about 2 or 3 of them let you down in the end and you think, God, I wish I'd have took the money now. But there you go. That's life. So yeah, join us for that tomorrow. Football focused. If you haven't done so already, click, if you subscribe, click the notifications bell. We'll probably be streaming about 5 minutes before all the games kick off. And we'll keep up to date with our bet, see how it's going. If you've had a bet, let us know. All adds to the excitement. Don't forget to put your Super 6 on with Sky Bet. It's free to enter. So it's going to be a good afternoon tomorrow. There's also Formula 1 on from somewhere. I've lost the middle love for Formula 1, I've got to say. I'm just love my MotoGP. World Superbikes is all right. You kind of lose focus with that though, because there's such a big gap between races. And British Superbikes is obviously coming to an end as well. But I'm going on my holidays in a couple of weeks with Frankie James. So I'm going to have to find out what sport we're going to be missing that week. We're going to be getting back underway now. It's going to be Leeds to get us underway. They'll be kicking from left to right. Marshall takes the ball on his own 5, hands it off to Byrne. He's up to about 12-15. Brought down centre field. Forbes in at dummy half. Liam Farrell over the 30. 3 tackles gone. Forbes spreads it left. Cade Ellis drives it in, looks for an offload, then grabs the ball quickly as he's wrapped up and put to the ground. And Semba, what can he do? Drives it almost up to the halfway line. Bentley brings him down. I think he's hurt himself there, and Semba. He's a bit slow getting up. 5th tackle. Smith puts a low kick in. Edger will pick that up on his own 10. He's already up to the 25. Good return there by the young lad. And he's brought down by Dupree. Let's see what the intensity is like for Leeds now. They're up to their own 30. It can't be worse than the first half. I suppose it can, but not much. When you think they didn't play well at all, Leeds, and Wigan were controlling pretty much everything, to be only 14-0 down at half-time is a bit of a result for Leeds, you've got to say. Once again, though, Leeds finding it hard to make any meterage in the tackles. 4 tackles gone. They're just up to their own 40. Lissoni almost gets them up to the halfway line there. Kick comes in from 45 metres out. Taken by Field. He's up to the 20, up to the 25. Tackled about just short of his own 30. Slightly down that right-hand side. Adam Kieran's in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Miski. Miski gets over the 30, then he's brought down. Forber steps in, dummy half. Short pass to Marshall. They were pushing the Leeds, messing about at the play of the ball. Well, in fact, now the referee has just said, I've just warned you there. You've just done it again here, trying to slow the play of the ball down. And that's going to be a free kick to Wigan. Yeah, it was edgy. He had his arm around Marshall's neck and he just would not let go. And that's a good kick as well, that. Wigan are going to be starting from 35 yards out. They're over the 30 already with Dupree down the left-hand side. Forber in at dummy half. Spreads it right to French. He lays it off to Byrne. Byrne straightens it up, trying to get to the 20. Can't get there, though. He's driven back a little bit. About 25 metres out. Forber once again in at dummy half. Spreads it left to French. French over the top, trying to kick it himself. That'll be a free kick. He was taken out. Yeah, the referee's seen that. Too obvious by Leeds. It wasn't just a step across him. He literally almost tried to trip him and then put his arm across him. It was Bentley. Didn't need to do it either because Bevan French wasn't going to get onto the end of his own kick. So Wigan will be starting on Leeds' 10-metre line, just to the left of the post. And Sembo drives it straight in. He's about 3 metres out. Forber in at dummy half. Ellis straight over under the post. Took that ball at pace. Nobody was going to stop him there. No, I think Leeds must have thought Wigan were going to spread that ball wide right because there was such a gap there for Ellis. He was first receiver and just went straight over the line under the post. Has a big smile on his face. Crazy from Bentley, though, in the first place to give that penalty away. I wonder if they'll just have a look at this because he was first receiver, Cade Ellis, but it went behind Tyler Dupree. But Dupree didn't go through the line. He kind of stopped in the line. I don't think they're going to make anything of it. But I wouldn't be, if I was a Leeds fan, I wouldn't be happy with that. But as a Wigan fan, I'll take it. Another easy kick for Adam Kieran. He's 1 from 3 tonight so far. The 2 that he missed were right out on the touchline. Both almost identical misses. Just from the left-hand side. Yeah, just drifted past the post by a coat of paint. But no such problems with that kick for Kieran. Big rower goes around the ground. Patrick May goes on the field. He was devastating, wasn't he? He got the man of the match. I think he played 18 minutes against OKR and got man of the match. OKR just couldn't cope with his sheer size. And Leeds get us back underway. Marshall takes that about 5 metres out down the right. Mago, first run. Centre field. He's still not on the ground. Eventually he is. almost gets up to the 20. Forber, little pass there to Nsemba. Nsemba's over the 20. Then a little layoff from Nsemba to Forber. Referee calls held. Wigan about 25 metres out. Smith in at dummy half. Inside to Byrne. Byrne bounces. Byrne bounces off. Who's that number? He bounced off Lizzoni. And then went again. Although there's a knock on there from Wigan. So Leeds are in, they'll start this on Wigan's 40, centre field. I couldn't see who it was. I was looking somewhere else then. It was Patrick Mago. He tried getting an offload away there. I think somebody might have helped him from Leeds, but they got away with it. And that's what matters. The referee said play on. Up to Wigan's 30. Bentley over the 30, about 25 metres out. Centre field. Byrne with the tackle. Now they're coming down the left-hand side. Chip over the top there. Panic really though. Too easy for Miski. Miski gets an offload to J Field. He's going nowhere though. He'll get wrapped up. But that's almost panic stations there for Leeds. They didn't need to do that. Kieran, centre field up to his own 20, just gets over it. Miski up to the 30. Farrell, he's going nowhere but keeps hold of the ball. Bentley messing about. Referee lets him get away with it. Tyler Dupree over the 40. Looks for the offload. That'll be the 5th tackle. So Smith's going to be kicking. I guess it'll be Smith. From in his own half here. It is Smith on his own 40. Puts it right down the middle but finds Edgehill. He takes it on his own 20. He's already up to the 30. 35 straight down the middle. Brought down by Byrne. Leeds will have a decent starting position. Going to come down the right hand side. Kingston Rovers have just increased their lead at Lee. Lee still to get off the mark there. Leeds up to the halfway line, centre field. 3 tackles gone. 45 metres out now. Dupree a little bit high on Bentley there, holds his arms up straight away. Nobody makes anything of it. Bentley just gets up, wants to get on with it, no big deal. Leeds are going to be starting from Wigan's 30, down that left-hand side. So as things stand now, both Wigan and Hull KR get a bye into the semi-final. Warrington will play Lee, St Helens will play Salford. And once again, from the first play there by Leeds, they've lost the ball, and Patrick Mago will bring it back up to Wigan's 30. Forber in at dummy half. Little short pass there to Farrell. Farrell drives it in. It was Bentley. Oh, Byrne pulled that out of Bentley's arms when there was 2 in the tackle. Referee missed it. Marshall. Referee calls held. Just short of the halfway line. Patrick Mago over the halfway line. Still going, still driving forward. Referee calls held again. Forber goes left. Smith kicks on the fourth into the corner for Leeds down their right hand side. What a lovely kick. Edgehill with the ball. He's under pressure behind his own line there, and Bevan French makes the tackle. Finished off by Wardle, and that'll be a dropout under the post for Leeds. And all this came because of a, well, I'm going to say a mistake by Leeds, but actually it wasn't. It was, but there was foul play that the referee didn't give. A little bit of claret coming out of the bridge of Bevan French's nose. He won't mind about that. Croft gets us back underway. Tyler Dupree brings it back up to the 30. Then throws it back to Farrell. Bit loose though that. Farrell keeps it safe, but they lost about 10 metres there. So Wigan will be starting on Leeds 40-metre line. Miskey in at dummy half. Short pass to Byrne. Byrne drives it in. Forber spreads it left. Wigan up to Leeds 30 metres. Now they're trying to come down the right hand side. They've got a man over. Kieran straightened it up there though. He's brought the line, then looks for the pass inside. Knocked on by Leeds though. And that'll be 6 again to Wigan. Well, he's given offside. He's given offside against Leeds as the referee, but it was irrelevant because it was a knock-on anyway. Yeah, Lizone, who knocked it forward, and then it was picked up by Leeds player who was offside. So Wigan in possession. 10 metres out, slightly right of the post. 6 again there, messing about. Patrick Mago, he's about 6 metres out from the goal line. Forber in at dummy half, right under the post, goes left, misses Byrne. J Field, he's going nowhere though, back to 10 metres out, and he's put on the floor. We'll start again. Forber goes right, Patrick Mago, little pass there to Tyler Dupree, breaks the first tackle, he's about a metre short. Scrambling defence here by Leeds now. They've got a man over Wigan if they need it. Little twinkle to... Oh, was that high? Harry Smith, little twinkle toes. I thought he was through there, and an arm came out from a Leeds player, grabbed him round the shoulder and pulled him back just as he was going to put the ball down, it looked like. Patrick Mago, dummy half, 5th tackle. Wigan are running it down that left-hand side, and Sember, he's going to have to offload that. He doesn't though, he gets wrapped up. So Wigan will be starting from... Leeds will be starting from their own about 8 metres out. Down the right-hand side. Leeds are claiming that Wigan are messing about the play of the ball, but as soon as the player starts moving off the mark and trying to drive forward, Wigan player's obviously going to grab hold of it. You're not going to get away with that one. Dupree in with a tackle there. Leeds up to their own 30. Leeds centre field, just having a look at as things stand at the minute, I think St Helens are in 4th place. It comes in from Leeds on their own 40-metre line, lands on the 20 metres, Miskey picks it up, he's driving infield now from the right-hand side, up to the 30, he's tackled and brought down. Bevan French in at dummy half. He goes left to Kieran, Kieran straight one at rugby. Makes about 5 metres there. Nice and safe though. Smith in at dummy half. Spreads it to Marshall. Marshall over the 40. St Helens 26. Castleford 4. Little offload there for Wigan to J Field. Almost breaks the line. Bentley's there with a tackle. 4 tackles gone. Forber in at dummy half. Spreads it wide right to Mago. Mago to Bevan French. French to Farrell. They're coming down the right-hand side. Farrell straightens it up. About 18 metres out down the right-hand side. 5th tackle. Wigan are running it now. They've got a man over if they can find Marshall on the outside. Wardle doesn't need him though. Just straight in, but the referee's given a free kick to Leeds for running behind your own player. Who was it? Well, what did Tyler Dupree run into Bentley for then? There was no need. Well, either way, the referee's given it. That's all that matters. It's still Wigan 20. Leeds 0. And they're up to the 40 now. Leeds centre field. Almost up to the halfway line. And Semba, Dupree and Byrne in the tackle. Needless to say. He didn't go very far, the Leeds player. They're still in their own half. Now they'll just get over there into Wigan's half. 3 tackles gone. Newman gets an offload there. Now Leeds can come down the right-hand side. Wigan have got players here, though. Now a little pass at the back of the hand. A kick inside. But that was only on the 3rd tackle. And now Marshall picks it up. He's looking to break away. And he's brought down eventually on Wigan's 20. But there again, Leeds were panicking with a couple of tackles to go. And I know when you're 20-0 down, you've got to start trying things, but still 23 minutes to go. Wigan over their own 30 there with Miski. Forber in at dummy half. Goes to the right-hand side to Mago. Mago, he's over the 40, but he didn't really have a lot of momentum there. Bevan French kicks on the forward. Down Leeds left-hand side. There's nobody at home. Lovely kick that's going to go... It just went into touch as Bevan French put his hands on it and tried flicking it back inside. But it definitely touched the line there. .58 minutes gone. Wigan 20, Leeds 0. Leeds on their own, about 15 metres out. Centre field. There's a line break here though for Leeds. Up to the halfway line now. Jay Fields at home, makes the tackle. Wigan's still not got a defensive line set. And Leeds are up to the 30, but Kieran makes a tackle, finished off by Forber. 3 tackles gone, so they're in a good position here, Leeds, if they can make something from it. They're over the 20. Wigan are set, though, in defence again now. Centre field. 5th tackle coming up. They're going to have to put a good kick in here. Kick goes into the left-hand side for Leeds. Miski goes up. Miski thought he took it. Yeah, he did. He took it in goal, so it's a tap on the 20 for Leeds. He landed with his foot. He landed with his foot inside his own goal area, and he was helped a little bit because he was nudged off by a Leeds player back into his own goal area, which meant it was a tap on the 20. Havard up to the 40 for Wigan. Forber in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Mago. Mago to Farrell. Looks a little bit forward, that. We'll call it flat. Referee doesn't give it. Havard over the halfway line now. Thinks about a little pass to Dupree. Thinks against it and almost up to Leeds 40. Coming down the left-hand side now in Sember. Little offload. Jay Field. They've got a man over in Marshall. Decides not to make the pass. Marshall in at dummy half. Smith on the 20. 5th tackle this. Spreading it down the right-hand side, Wigan. Bevan French puts a little chip kick through for Abbas Miski. Picks it up. Not only does he get the ball on the... before it goes out of play, he also then runs right under the post for Wigan. Which is as good as an extra 2 points guaranteed there, because Kieran's not going to miss this. And the Wigan fans are in celebration mode, as you would expect. And it's been been a little bit of an anticlimactic performance, this, by Leeds. I mean, nobody ran back into their own goal area to stop Abersmisky running towards the post once he got onto the end of that Bevan French kick, really. So Wigan move. Tyler Dupree's gone off for a little bit of a rest. It's already Wigan 24, Leeds 0. And I'll be absolutely flabbergasted if Kieran misses this. Two from four so far tonight for Kieran. Both the ones he's missed were in the first half, right on the touchline down the left-hand side. Drifted them both past the right-hand post, but he won't miss this one. Takes a step back. Hello, Frankie James. So, Wigan 26, Leeds 0. .62 gone, 18 to go. Leeds get us back underway. Marshall takes that, 5 metres out down Wigan's left. Little offload to Byrne. Byrne drives it up to 15 before he's brought down. Leeming's in at dummy half. Poor pass there to Mago. Makes something of it though, and then his sheer size gets him to the 20. A little offload to Field. Field's going to have to take the tackle there because he was going behind Havard. Here's Havard who takes it up next, almost up to the 30. Mago 35 metres out, centre field. Good defensive set this from Leeds. Too little too late though, really. Over the halfway there by Bevan French. 5th tackle for Wigan. Smith with a high up and under, centre field. It's going to be Edge or Edgell's knock that forward. Yeah, I thought the referee had let him get away with one there from sympathy, but no such luck. So it was a knock on by Edgell on his own 10. He's had a good game tonight as a young lad at full-back, but didn't get under that ball and had to reach for it at the last minute. Slipped through his grasp. Frankie's made us a brew. Wigan almost over the line. Once more, Ethan Hubbard. I think he was just short of the line. In fact, he was. So the referee saying he's held up. So Lehman on the 10. Wigan coming down the right-hand side. 4 tackles gone. That's not what they wanted. Smith on the ball on the 5th. So Lehman goes left. Wigan are going to run it. French. Outside to Wardle. Wardle couldn't get the pass away to Marshall. That'll be the handover to Leeds down the right-hand side on their own 10. St Helens. We're going to see Castleford off. And Leeds, with 65 minutes in, have got a line break up to the halfway, brought down by French. Wigan's defensive line set though. Edgehill trying to come in now for Leeds. Reese Martin over the 30. Farrell with the tackle. Leeds centre. Oh my word. Leeds centre field. Drop the ball. Knock on. And then Field takes a voluntary tackle, really, because they'll have to come back for the scrum. Because he was about 15, 20 metres worse off there, was Jay Field. It was O'Connor with a knock-on. Just slipped out like a bar of soap. So on the 30, head and feed to Wigan. Field's going to drop that ball in. Leeming goes left. One out to Byrne. Byrne drives it forward. Up to the 35. Patrick Mago takes it on the 45, getting up to the halfway line. Brought down by Leeds. Keeps hold of the ball though. Lehman in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Farrell. Farrell trying to get to the 40. Doesn't make any ground there either though. Maybe 5 metres. Once again, Wigan spreading it left now. Field into the line. Wardle cuts back inside. He's got... And Semba there was tackled before he even had the ball, but the players from Leeds are getting away with it. 5th tackle, centre field. Smith puts a little grubber kick in, looking for Havard. Edgehill drops on it, and he's literally 6 inches outside of his own goal line. So it'll be Leeds to bring the ball away. They're about 4 metres out. Centre field. Havard with the tackle and Lehman, still 4 metres out. Making no ground there yet. 3 tackles gone. Spreading it to the wide right now, Leeds. Going to have to be careful he doesn't go into touch. Yeah, little offload inside. Up to their own 20. 4 tackles gone. Sangare up to the 40 almost. 5th tackle. Croft with a little chip kick inside. Oh, it's gone through. It's gone through. It's gone through Jay Field's legs, but I think they were offside. How far? Just a yard offside. So it'll be a penalty to Wigan. Wigan trying to come down the right-hand side here. Mago, they cannot put him down, and he was tackled, then he bounced off everybody. And he finally gets up to the 10, centre field with French, thinks about a kick. Once again, Dupree's in the line. So French takes a tackle. Lehman in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Field. Field straightens up, trying to go himself. Sangari's there with the tackle. 4 tackles gone. Lehman's in at dummy half again. Wigan coming down the right-hand side now. French thinks about a kick. Over to Smith. Smith with the kick. A little chip kick through. And Kieran picks it up. And once again, gets over the try line. But after he's over the try line, he then drives in towards the post, making his own conversion easier for himself. And Leeds are just getting absolutely battered now, and it's a shocking performance. Wigan 30, Leeds 0, and an easy 2 for Kieran to convert his own try. The thing is, when Wigan start spreading this ball, there's so many people who can put the kick in. I think Leeds thought French was going to put the kick in. No, he keeps it going over to Smith. Smith puts a little chip kick in over the top that Kieran runs onto, picks it up with ease. Picks it up with ease because it was deflected off a Leeds player's hand, which was unlucky for Leeds. But then once he gets over the try line, once again, drives in towards the post. No Leeds players there stopping him, which makes this conversion guaranteed. Yeah, Leeds will be disappointed with this performance tonight. All the players look... I mean, you wouldn't expect them to be doing a fan dance, but they all look pretty dejected, and it doesn't look like there's a leader on the field who's trying to get everybody playing for pride, playing for your position, playing for your wages. It just looks like an awful performance. And unfortunately for Leeds, there's still 8 minutes to go. I'm pretty sure if they could take the whistle now, they would do so. Lee 0, Hull KR 24. So the Lee Leopards are not exactly covering themselves in glory tonight either. Wigan in possession. Centre field on their own 20. Lehman. Little pass there to Mago. Mago's wrapped up when he makes a couple of metres there. Sangari finishing that off. And Semba over the 30. Still keeps his legs pumping. He's up to the 40. Wardle over the halfway line. He had Lehman on his inside there. Couldn't find him though. He was wrapped up. 5th tackle. Smith puts a kick in towards the post. Edgill's got to take that. Almost hit the uprights there. And he's tackled by Miski. So Leeds in possession, but they're about 5 metres out from their own goal line. Lum gets up to almost a 10. .25, almost up to the 30 now, Leeds, but 4 tackles gone. McDonald up to the 40, wrapped up by Nsemba and Lehman. 5th tackle. Looking to run it. Leeds need to do something though. You're going to get wrapped up here. That's going to be the turnover. Oh, he manages to get away in the tackle. Still the 5th tackle though, so they're going to put a kick in. A kick backwards across the field, which works well for Leeds. It's just gone over the halfway line, down the right-hand side. Marshall finally gets possession of it, goes to ground so he's not pulled into touch. And a poor end to that set by Leeds, which has been the story of their night, really. Leeds are offside there. Referee doesn't blow up. Probably had a little bit of sympathy for him. Lehman in at dummy half. Havard over the 40. Tackle's not complete. He gets up again. This time Sangari finishes it off. We're going to look into... They're going to run it down the right-hand side with Kieran. Referee calls held. It's the 5th tackle. Miskid. Into French. French looking to come down the left-hand side now, Wigan. Field into the line. Little chip kick through. Looking for it himself. Beats him and Marshall into touch. That'll be the turnover to Leeds on their own 20. Back underway, right down the middle there by Sangare. Driven back door by Havard, Dupree, Lehman. Loses about 5, 6, 7 metres there. Now the referee's given Leeds a penalty. Not sure what for, actually. I think he's saying he called held and they continued pushing. So Leeds up to their own 40, centre field. Finally get over the halfway line. French and Kieran with the tackle there. Akers in at dummy half, spreads it right. Leeds trying to come down the right-hand side now, over the 20, wrapped up by Smith and Nsemba. Akers once again out forward. Referee doesn't give it. And they've got a man over Leeds down the left-hand side here. Oh, awful pass once again. They've still got possession. But it was just an awful, panicky pass. And that's another awful pass from the dummy half there. They've lost about 15 metres there. And Nsemba with the tackle. On the 30 now. Oh, and then knocked on by Sangare. This, if you're a Leeds fan and you're watching this, it's absolutely... If schoolboys were playing like this, the coach would be absolutely tearing them a new arsehole. Jesus. I've never seen Leeds play as bad as this. Ever, I don't think. And when you think about the previous meeting between these two, where they give Wigan a right good hiding in the forwards, what a difference tonight. Sangari and Dupree are having a little bit of a set to in the scrum. It's a bit too little too late, this from Leeds. 2 minutes left on the clock. If I was Wigan, I'd take Dupree out of the scrum. You know Dupree, what Dupree's like. Oh, he's getting Sangari and Dupree. So, referee just having a word with them both. Mainly with Sangari though. Just pull Dupree out the scrum. You don't want any red cards or anything like that, because you know he'll react. Full time, 40-4. Saints have smashed Castleford. Kieran's bringing it forward from the scrum, over the 40. Referee calls held. Lehman in at dummy half. Farrell over the halfway line. Mago. Almost up to the 40. And this last few minutes, Leeds have put in some real bite into the tackles, but it's too little too late. It's only because they fed up with their own performance. fed up with their own performance. Well, where's this been? Too easy. So from about 20 metres out, Smith gets the ball on the forward tackle, a little chip right under the post, as Bevan French comes rocketing past him, picks the ball up, puts it down under the post. Men against boys, this has been pretty much all night. And that's 14 tries this season so far for Bevan French. Puts Wigan up to 36, Leeds 0, and Leeds don't even deserve 0. And it's going to be a simple conversion for Kieran as well. It looks like Bevan French is coming into form just in the right time of the season after he had them few games out as well with his injury. Smith's kicking game's been good. Kieran's kicking game's been good. Jay Field's kicking game has been good. It has been Wigan's night for sure as a scorer. Of 38-0 it'll be. There's the hooter. Kieran isn't going to miss that conversion. Takes a step back. Concentration. Professional to the end. Straight between the posts. It is indeed Wigan 38. Leeds 0. Awful from Leeds Rhinos tonight. But that's what Wigan needed to stay on top of the league. So, on that note, hopefully everything went well with the stream. We didn't upset anybody at Amazon or YouTube. And we will be back tomorrow, football focused, about 5 to 3. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscription button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live first. We'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some This Were Crack-Off game coming up. The league will be starting again, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great evening and have a great weekend.